Hello everyone! Hi, welcome in! Hello Zach, hello Aspect. I see Ren, Ice, and Linus, Bryant, Mick in the pre-chat. Thank you so much for pre-chatting. Welcome in. Hi Conway, thank you for the lurk. Thank you. How are you guys? Hello. We're arting today. You guys were excited? Oh my gosh. We're gonna be studying anatomy together today, alright? So, hello, Scooty, welcome. Hello, I don't know why I'm awake. Why are you awake? Oh my gosh. Listen. Go to bed. If it's too early, go back to bed. If it's really late, go to sleep. Hello, Brian, welcome. Welcome in. Alright. So, we're having the stream today for the artist and non-artist guys in chat, peeps in chat, who'd like to learn how I look at, I guess, a reference and use shapes and all that to create the poses and all that. We're gonna do something simple today, so it's okay. How are you doing today? I'm good. I played a little bit of Minecraft with Zero before stream today, so we had fun. But yeah, other than that, I woke up, chilled, hung out with my family mostly, so I'm good. I hope you guys are doing well as well. How are you? I missed you. I kept falling asleep. It's okay, Zach. You're so good. You're okay. You have a goal for me, Brian? Okay. Give it to me. Let me go to the quick. Reload it. For some reason it's not loaded. Well, for me, alright. So, I'm just gonna be doing... Brian became a mod? Yeah! I mean, listen, Bryant is on top of it, on my pre-chat is... Oh wait, I didn't see that, Bryant, sorry, it's not loading for me. Alright. Thank you, Bryant. Yeah. It's about time, you know? Alright. Let me switch you guys over to the art. The art tab? Hopefully only one music is playing in this one. Alright, I don't know which corner I should be. Should I be in the left corner? Should I be a left corner or a right corner today? Left, right. Hello, Ren, welcome. We'll be on the right. Oops. It's this one. It'll make me a little bigger. Why does my eyes look like I'm sleepy today? Interesting. Fun in Minecraft? Nope. Totally not. Conway. Totally not. Hello, Ren. Hello, Mr. Wiggles. Welcome. Sadly, I can only give one. I hope it helps filling the goal. Oh, thank you. It's okay. You're good. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. Alright. Hello, Backslash. Welcome. Oh my gosh. Welcome in. Good evening. I know you're reading my mind just now. Oh, yeah? Alright. Oh, frick. Where did I go? Okay. Is there anyone in chat? Where did your glasses go? I mean, I don't have to have it on all the time. In fact, I can put on my hat today if you want. But no, I don't have it all the time. It's a toggle. Alright. So this is... Okay, let me explain, alright? I had this idea when I was doing this thing with Zira, this specific anatomy practice with Zira, offline, and I was like, you know, this is actually a good kind of stream to do for people who wants to learn, or like if you're here and you're like, oh yeah, I kind of need advice but I'm too scared to ask, you know, on my art streams, or like I'm struggling with something and I kind of want to figure out why or something like that. This will be a good one. And a few other people have asked if I was ever gonna do one of these streams before where I go and teach people how I kind of use a reference as use a reference to draw anatomy and stuff like that. Hello, Puck, welcome. So I think it's insightful to learn about rigging. Well, this isn't rigging yet. I will honestly, I'll get to the rigging part in the future. I know very little of rigging, but I think I know enough that I can kind of... I haven't done art in a good while. I've probably gotten really rusty. Yeah. Oh, and then also, by the way, I don't claim to be good at this. This is how I do things, and this is how I learn how to do it. And so, you know, you gotta run through the fundamentals, the basics, for you to be able to kind of do what those big artists are able to do. They are not using any of these guidelines, they just go for it and stuff. That's because, like, they've done it so many times that these guidelines are, like, legitimately in their head. They don't gotta draw it again because it's already in their head. The guidelines are already in their head. So, you know, practice once, like every week or something, once every other week is a good kind of frequency, I guess, if you want to get to that level of consistency with your anatomy. Anatomy is hard. You gotta keep up with it, I think. Alright. Did you learn graphics design before this? No, I did not. All self-taught. In terms of graphic design and stuff, graphic art is all self-taught. I came from a traditional art background though. So that's that. Yeah. So I do kind of have like a little bit of an idea of what I'd be talking about here, but not in a sense where I'm like an expert, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go make a separate little folder for all these. I don't want to get rid of these drawings that I have because they could be useful. Well, we actually had Zero pick our thing today. This is gonna last about 2 hours, everyone. By the way, this is gonna last, if you're following along with me, this will last about an hour and a half. Because we're gonna go deep, like I will explain to you why things are moving the way that they do. Okay? At least as best as I could. You guys can decide whether or not you want to do one or two pose. The first one is a simple front-facing model that Zira found on Pinterest. I've seen this photo before, actually. And then the other one is also on Pinterest. Is a little bit more complicated, but I think it's still kind of doable. So they're all female models, so keep that in mind. But yeah, you are good. Plus, learning a new perspective can always be helpful because maybe this one will be the one that I understand and help me the best. All right, let's go. Fingers crossed. Yes. I see. I'm currently learning data analysis, and even though they're not related, I'm however interested learning in comp. I sent for them. Hello, Inochi. Welcome. Hi. Yeah, they're really nice. They're really nice. One thing I struggle with is the hips. Okay, The hips are kind of tricky. It depends. Honestly, I'm gonna bring both of these photos in here. Zero, why are these not in JPEG? Why aren't they in PNGs? What is this file type? I might not be able to even drag this into my PC because it's a little janky. It's okay. Let me just... How are you though? How are you? Let's see here. It's a web Zero. I can't drag this into my Clip Studio. I need to, I'll take a screenshot instead. Hello, welcome. I'll give you guys the more complicated ones, I guess. I believe in you guys, okay? I believe that you guys will be able to draw this efficiently with me. Now we're not gonna focus a lot on the clothing part. We'll do that for another day because I feel like clothing, it's its own physics. The one thing that I was talking to Zero about is that everything has anatomy. Your eyes has anatomy, like the way, because whatever. Your clothes have anatomy, everything has anatomy. So you gotta kind of break it down into pieces. Today we're just gonna focus on like overall big picture stuff. So this is the pose we're gonna reference here. We're gonna make her a little smaller so we can draw her over here. Actually I can move her a little more. And maybe make her the white a little also. One second, let me prepare my can for you guys. Alright, that should work. Just yeah. The scuff. Put her on a separate layer. We don't need to see her as much. Okay. Hello, Linus. Welcome. Hello, who's not welcome in? I heard hips in my brain when Shakira. Oh my god. Are hips hard to study because of the fluidity? I actually have no idea. Especially when you're trying to add depth and perspective. Hello, welcome. Yes, the tablet is here. Yeah. For those who wants to draw with me, come hither. If you're an artist, also hi. This is my attempt at teaching something that I'm really passionate about. Welcome in. We'll just watch and see what I can pick up. Yeah. Honestly, a lot of it is also stylistic, like for example, I gotta show you because this one, there was a lot of things in this one that I feel like was a stylistic choice on my part. And specifically speaking, this, let me get a red. Specifically speaking, this area right here is very much like this area right here is very much a stylistic choice to make her hips a little smaller, I guess, because I don't know, because like if you're looking at this, it's not far from each other. Like if you draw a line here where her hips are and then where this isn't far at all. That distance is not this distance. So there's gonna be some stuff like that you're gonna have to do choices for yourself. I guess you gotta have to choose for yourself. But yeah, this is what we gathered when Zira and I were drawing this one. This is how it translated to. So Yeah. We're gonna move on. Grab yourself a you know what a poly something stance is? No, I don't. Forgot some of the art terms. No worries, no worries. Anatomy, one of my greatest enemy. Oh yeah, for sure. Honestly, if we finish early, I'll do another kind of pose. So this is more like proportion rather than anatomy, but we'll try to delve into anatomy a little bit more also. And I mean, who's not? Your freaking anatomy is great, so I really don't think I will put my knowledge like forward and be like, oh yeah, I know. But so I think what will help me is using references and breaking them down the way I understand, since I haven't ever really done that exercise in drawing. Yeah, this anatomy also applies to pencil and paper drawing. I mean, like I said, everything has anatomy. In my opinion, like if every item doesn't have an anatomy of some sort, everything would look unproportional. It would look off somewhere, you know? Yeah. So, but again, if you're an artist, take everything I say as like a suggestion at best. But alright, let's begin. If you're ready, let's begin. A basic thing that you guys should know is that most humans, if they're not wearing shoes or anything like that, are 8 heads tall. So meaning that if you were to draw your head, which is this little square this little circle right here, 8 times on top of each other, standing normally, by the way, for both men and women, they're gonna be 8 heads tall. So that's what we're gonna do first. Do that first. With me real quick. You can I know you guys don't have the reference photo, but follow along with me. Make sure you're drawing with a pen that you can see really well. Alright, 8 circles, everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and she's wearing shoes. All right. Try your best to make sure that your circles are about the same size. It doesn't have to be perfect, but relatively the same size. All right. And we're gonna move them. We're gonna actually copy and paste this circle, so we have 2 of them. Let me just duplicate this and move the other one to the left. Hope that makes sense. Poly something something was a Greek artist and philosopher, and once said, human beings never stand perfectly 50-50 or their weight on both feet. More often than not, one leg is usually bearing and carrying all. Okay. How the circles? Okay. Sketch lines, chat. Sketch lines. All right. So now we have our both circles. Okay. But I find last time that I was like doing this, or like that I really need to emphasize to you guys that I need you to have your circles relatively the same size, because the proportions of it is gonna change if your circles are like, say, one of them smaller, one of them is a little wider, whatever. You gotta remember this circle, because we're gonna use it for multiple parts, and you'll see why. All right. Drawing a character to... Yes. Yes, yes. Alright. This is actually a pretty hard reference. Zira screwed us over. So if the art doesn't turn out as well as it is, chat, you can blame Zira. I'm kidding. Don't actually do that. I'll try my best to lead you guys here. But yeah, so we're gonna start with the head. I wanna point out a specific thing about the head. A lot of people make the mistake of when they draw their circle for the head. So here we're gonna kind of zoom in here a little bit. This is gonna be my sample head for a front-facing head. The head is not going to be this, by the way. I know some like a lot of artists, like even the most, what do you call it? The most advanced artists out there is going to sometimes draw their head like this. The head is actually not like that, contrary to popular belief. When you draw your like little thing here, you're actually going to shape that ball here. You're not gonna be using this entire thing, because when you look at it from the side, or I guess when you're looking at it in an angle, I guess, just like what we're gonna be doing here, her head is in this entire circle, meaning that like this is what her head's gonna look like here, and there's gonna be a circle here for her skull. This is why her skull is, or this is why we're doing this, is because the skull is like cut, I think, or no, it's not cut, but that's how they explain it. It's like, think of an onion and they cut it on both sides. That's the side of your skull, right? So this circle right here is going to be flat. So this is the side of your head. So that means that middle, if you draw that circle like relative to maybe about like halfway through the circle, actually, that middle part right there, this line is where your ears are gonna be, and the rest is your skull. So that means, you know, have you ever drawn the head like this and figured like, oh, the skull is so tiny, like why is it so tiny when you draw it sideways? It's because you're not utilizing your entire circle. It's supposed to be this. You know what I mean? So it's supposed to be like that. All right. Does that make sense? I just that's one of like the most common mistake that artists make. I guess when they're trying to learn, they don't understand like that this circle right here is not just for the top of your face. It is your entire head. It's not your chin. It doesn't, yeah, your chin is not gonna go past this circle, all right? Unless she's like looking down or something. So, but that's a good information to start off. It seems that that is already a pretty eye-opening information to a lot of people. Yeah, I always use the ball as a guide on where the face will be facing. I never really utilize all of it. Yeah, so yeah, it's good to know these things, right? But yeah, that's what it is. So you can actually use that information really well on this then, is because then you understand now that the head has 3 lines that you can follow when you're doing the 3/4 angle. So like you have your middle, you have this line right here, and you have this line right here, right? For your face, kind of. This is not like a perfect example, but just remember that there's these lines, and we're gonna use that in a second. So her face, she's kind of looking down, right? We can see clearly that she has her circle right here. Yeah, honestly, you're just gonna have to know. Okay, no, actually, I'll explain why. You can see it right here. Usually your face is just like a little bit from your eyes. So when you're actually putting your circle here, there is a method to it. I can't explain to you exactly how. It just kind of like feels right, I guess, at least for me. I'll try to understand it for you guys a little more also. But you see this area? This is where your cheekbones are going to be, chat. So the cheekbones are gonna be here, your chin's gonna be here, everything here is gonna be the jaw and stuff. And this actually will help you do shading and stuff if you know this thing right here. I'll keep that there, but we're not actually gonna draw that part. But yeah, so the only thing you need from this circle is let's use a thing, is this line here, this line here, the jaw, and this circle. That's all you need. And we're gonna draw that on our own circle and ball over here. We can kind of see that it's slightly passing the first circle here on the thing, because she's kind of looking down, so her chin is naturally going to like overlap with the other circle. Hello, Sebastian. I'm good. How are you? Never learned this when you're a computer science major? I mean, hey, listen, I learned computer science too, and I feel like I'd prefer to learn this than computer science. Why do you guys think I became an artist? Alright, we're gonna do exactly what I just said. We're gonna draw our thing on top. Actually, you good. What are these emotes? Don't worry about it, Lex. Don't worry. Alright, and we can actually kind of also see that her chin kind of like is only a little bit to the left of that circle, so we can use that as our guideline. So we can draw our line here. Our little chin's gonna be there. Always make sure you reference back to your original or to your reference, you know. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to like kind of have the idea, right? We know we have our circle right here. There's an ear right here somewhere. Right there. Alright, this is our head. Is she looking down? So her eyes are gonna be little. We can remove this line here in the middle, throwing me off. Thank you for the alert. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're doing good? Yeah, that's good. So, this is where I've been mainly making models these days, that I think my art skills are dying. No, that's how you improve, bro. Alright. Okay. So I'm studying our model real quick. So she's in an angle. We should establish where the center of her body is so we can copy it and stuff. So from what this buttons look like, very helpful. The middle of her is kind of like this, right here. We're gonna exaggerate that on our model just because anime is slightly exaggerated. But notice that a lot of to get the proportions right between the body and stuff and the leg, it's usually about halfway through your circle guides right here. So four circles are for your legs, and the 4 circles above are for your torso and your head. I like to think that like the shoulders are about halfway through the second circle from the top, and but usually from our little photo over here, it looks like it's her collarbone. It's around that area. So we're gonna go follow this line first. We're gonna draw that on our model. It looks like it's just about touching the outside of all of our circles from the center right here, kind of like this. Again, we're gonna exaggerate some of these on our model. You always start off drawing 8 circles because what I did was I found where key points are. I mean, no, this is like legitimately going back to basic. I don't do this all the time. This is like something that I do if I want a refresher on anatomy, because sometimes, or most of the time, I guess I get too carried away with drawing something, and then I look far away from the model and I just like, that doesn't look correct. But in terms of height, yeah, this is if I'm drawing a model like a VTuber model where it has to be front facing, yes, I will draw the 8 circles. The 8 circles is very, very useful, you guys. I've had so many people the other time who was saying like, oh, they don't use it because like they know it but they don't use it, or like they don't know how to use it or something like that. It's so important to use the circle. It really is. But again, it's like I feel like you only ever graduate from the circles once you can visualize a circle in your head, and that's like with enough practice. But again, if you don't want to do the circles, that's so fine. The circles are there to help you visualize the proportions a little, right? At least in from my experience and from what I was taught also. All right, so there's another thing. These circles are so important because these circles are the width of your shoulder usually. So if you have a front-facing body and you have your circles right here, 2 of these side by side from the middle would be your shoulder length. Not all the time. Every single person has a different type of width, I guess, for their shoulders. Especially for men, it's a little bit more than that. Or it's a lot more than that. But generally speaking, it's gonna be around that width if you're facing front. So, our model right here is not facing front, so we can kind of like combat that by being like, well, the circles are gonna be on top of each other when they're in perspective, right? So we can draw our first circle right here. We're just gonna draw it at the same height as this second circle here, and then we're gonna draw the other circle slightly on top of the other one because it's in perspective. She has this kind of like angle on her where it's like this, I guess. Well, there's a name for this. Yeah. There's a name for it. Is it 3/4 angle or perspective or something? One of those. But yeah, that's a note for you if you're ever gonna draw a front-facing model. Your shoulder width is 2 of your head on the side, or 2 of your circles on the side, not 2 of your head. That's too thick. Or too thin, I guess. So we're gonna draw that exact same thing. This actually, we're already seeing a lot of possibilities with our circles here. We're gonna draw the circle slightly overlapping. Not too much. I feel like her upper body isn't too kind of bad in terms of the angles, but yeah, we can use those as a guideline. All right, what we're gonna do then is halfway through our second circle is going to be her collarbones. This is not always the case when you're looking at a model, but in our case, it actually is true. The bottom of our little collarbone is going to be right on this dot right here. So we're gonna do that. It's about halfway through. The thing may be slightly higher. So just do that. Draw that dot. I think it's also important to stay consistent to your art style as well, because these rules change depending on how you draw your character. Exactly. So this is exactly. So if you have a more stylistic like style of art and stuff, then of course this entire stream is not gonna matter to you. If you're the type of artist who wants to learn how to apply realism into anime, this is probably a good start for you, because a lot of like anime proportions do derive from like realistic proportions, you know. Like I said over in this one, like you can easily turn this into an anime girl with like using the realistic proportion thing that we were doing just now. So again, it's up to you if you wanna if this is a particularly useful information or not. It's all good. It's up to you. All right. So the collarbones are in this shape. In this like, oh, actually, let me show you here. If you're facing front, they're in this kind of shape, like kind of like that. They're like this. Bike handles is what they kind of look like, right? So we're gonna draw this onto our model. So here, let me show you where it's gonna be. Our center point is important right here. It's gonna be like right here, kind of. And then make sure you keep in mind that you are working with perspective here. In perspective, so her other shoulder or other collarbone is gonna be a lot shorter than the other one, but there's, from what I just drew, it looks like they're within our circle, so we're gonna use that as a guideline. So we're gonna draw our collarbones here. This is gonna be important in a minute, and I'll show you why. Actually, you could have just drawn a triangle for now, and it's fine. It'll be fine. So it looks, I'm actually seeing some discrepancy on my art. Here, let me fix that real quick. I didn't angle this enough, so it's not creating the perspective. All right. Okay. Do you think you guys have 100% in art? That's fair, that's fair. I mean, that's okay. I mean, 70% is passing, I think. Right? Okay, so we're gonna zoom out a little bit. We're kind of zoomed in. Where your collarbones are, or where, yeah, her collarbones are, you can kind of like draw the direction of her body with her shoulders right here, and her hip, which is gonna be about right here. It looks like they're just in perspective. They're not really so much what do you call it, tilting in one direction more than the other, but I can show you why we're going to tilt it a little bit. For this, we're gonna tilt it up here a little bit. It's because she's putting her weight all in this leg. She's gonna be a little bit more forward with this leg, so it would naturally be, I guess, lower. It would be like a comfortable thing. Or lower, higher? Actually, I'm not. Now I'm confused. Would it be higher or lower? But yeah, she's like putting her weight all on this leg. So let me think for a second, chat. Yeah, it'll be lower, so it'll be this way. Sorry, well, the other direction. One second. Oh my god, my I should get my gloves, but I don't wanna. I'm too lazy. My palm is sliding, or is not sliding on my tablet. Oops. All right. Okay, and then anyways, as I explained, it's because her leg is she's standing on her one leg. Is the reason why we're kind of gonna slant it a little bit. You'll understand why later. That's where I always mess up. Yeah. So I know, it's so complicated. Yeah, the hip area is actually like really sticky palm pain. I know, my hands are always sweaty. On some days it's like super dry, but it's always so freaking sweaty. Half the time, but all right. Anyways, you gotta trust the process though. Okay. Anyways, so we're gonna draw that same lines on our drawing real quick. So on our second circle, about like 2/3 of the way up from the bottom, we're gonna draw that line. So it's just a straight line from the top. Hello, Yumizu. It's just a straight line from the top, but on the fourth circle right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna be a slightly, actually really exaggerated there, or exaggerated that thing there, but I'm gonna draw that line slightly pointing down, like that's so exaggerated. I exaggerated so much on my other drawings. I did this last time too. That's why it turned out like that. Human, yeah, Human. Honestly, this is more proportion class than anything. Alright, so how I like to think about this next part is like in parts. There you have a rib cage, and your rib cage goes about halfway through the second circle. So for her case, or her rib cage, I just like to draw it from like the bottom of her, like the dot that we put for her, what you call it? For her, what is this called again? This is the problem with me, is I keep forgetting what things are called. What is this called? The collarbone. All right, we're gonna draw like a little this shape over, like on there, and think about like where her collarbone. Thank you. Hello, randomizer. rib cage is gonna be. It's like this, right? Well, if you're facing front, your rib cage is like this shape on your body, right? You have your little ribs going like this and stuff, and you have these lines. It's important to think about these as three-dimensional objects. So when they go to the side, you still have to draw that little thing there, and that this is gonna be a little thicker, but you want it to just, it's like literally just moving, I think, is what I can kind of think. It's not decreasing in size or anything like that. It's, yeah, if that makes sense, I guess, is that I can. It took me several years to practice body drawing until I got the gist of it. Yeah, it's really hard, right? But we're gonna do the exact same thing. It's a little hard because she's, again, sideways. So we can note here that her rib cage is kind of gonna be right here. So this is about halfway through our thing. Rib cage is right here. We can actually also note that the fact that her chest is kind of pointing upwards. So yeah. So a lot of problems that I see also, that why I'm kind of mentioning the rib cage, is when people draw like the booba, which actually goes on top of the rib cage, they go like immediately like this or something, and they make it so skinny. Like, we have ribs. We have ribs there to kind of meat, to give us a little bit of meat, right? So it's actually, it can't be that extreme. So and also I've been liking the detail of adding the little rib area on the side of for like when you render. It adds a really nice detail. By the way, made another compilation regarding horror related games. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, oh my, I'll take a look at that when after stream. I'll go send it over to the Discord also. That's fun. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. All right, but we're gonna draw our little thing. We're gonna draw the front first. So this is gonna be how the front's gonna look like. But we need to still keep in mind the fact that it's, again, the rib cage is a three-dimensional object, and it will have a little bit of a thing here. You can actually, like, what do you call it? Substitute drawing a box here, and make sure to just this is what most people would do. I'm explaining it in terms of the rib cage just so that you'll understand what the box is. This is your rib cage right here, or this is right here. So if this is easier for you guys to understand in terms of the drawing, you can do it like this. Sorry, 1 second. And then for her, what do you call it? Hips is also kind of the same. It's gonna have those little two circles thing. It's like different for men and women, if I'm not mistaken. The hip bone, it's gonna be a little more rigid and straight. For men, it's a little bit more angular for women. Like how does that look like? I completely forgot. I know it's like it has this like specific area, but all you need just draw like a underwear, and we'll go from there. If you can't find it, Doc, we'll surely find it Took me about 2 hours and 1 day to finish. Oh, I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, thanks for your hard work. Thank you, thank you. Imagine a box for men and a more hourglass for women. Yeah. Alright. This is actually a really hard thing over here to visualize. Her leg part. It's gonna be a little... Step by step right now. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, I'm glad I'm helping. Man, now I'm nervous. Alright, so what we can do now is, so her crotch level is going to be where that fourth line or fourth circle ends. That's a what do you call it? What is it? A guideline, I guess, for when the leg starts and then the body ends, or the torso ends. So, or the upper half of her body ends. So we can kind of start our little thing here. So I said draw underwear. You can actually kind of see the line of her body here. This is her front, right here. She kind of twists into her body a little bit more, so we're gonna see a lot more of her butt here because she's twisting here. So her kind of hip, or no, not hip. Yeah, her hip is gonna be like just connect the outer part to the crotch area. Same thing here, but slightly more far, I guess. I guess we can look at this in the circle form as well. If you put the circle here, it'll be in that circle, and then the other circle would be like right here. It's the same size. But again, in perspective, it's a whole thing. Again, these circles are so useful. I don't know why people don't use them. I feel like when someone explains drawing anatomy slowly better than talking about it super fast. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's super difficult. But yeah, so that's where her kind of like hip bone will go, or will follow, I guess. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll draw all of our little guidelines that we just drew over here on our little model. So I want to draw my little thing. I know that halfway through that is my rib cage. He's kind of facing up a bit, so yeah. Listen, I'm not qualified to teach this. I'm just really passionate about drawing. Alright, so the little rib cage right here, halfway through the stuff. Bam, perfect. We're gonna draw that line that we drew over there. Another thing I didn't mention, by the way, there's like a bunch of like eye lines that you can use for when you're doing like perspective and all that, or like when things are in perspective, you can kind of like do eye lines, or yeah, when you're like, okay, so her shoulder is right here, so her hips shouldn't go anything or like anywhere past this line, and the same thing here. If you're doing a thing, that means that if you were to draw like a line going down here, it shouldn't go any further than these two. Than these two lines that we just drew. Because then if it's anything past that, the proportions would be unrealistic and it wouldn't kind of look right, you know? So, we'll keep that there. I'm actually gonna curve this. Let's fix that right here. But imagine that you have also this thing here, like an underwear, basically. Draw like a little bit of an underwear here. It'll make sense for your like waist area. When you kind of like have this mass here, there's nothing really over here too much that's gonna help you kind of find the shape. Just that, like, just know that when you like have 2 points, I guess, and there's nothing in between, but it's a tight thing, like that it's going to curve, but it's not gonna. So it's not gonna be like, it's not a hard, sharp thing, you know? Unless she's like contorted, where her body's like this way. In which case, then yes, it is gonna curve there, but really, like, in most cases when you're just looking at somebody in like facing front, or in our case, this model, you're not gonna see that sharp curve for the waist. But know that there is something here. This is where your essential organs are to function every day. You know, this is where your stomach is, this is where your intestines are. Like, you can't make this super skinny. So that's a thing for you guys to, again, again, unless it's the stylized. Yeah, exactly, Zach, thank you. Unless it's a very stylized piece of art, then keep in mind you have organs. Alright. Because it wouldn't look completely off. Yeah. Drawing for me has always been an outlet to create the things I could see in my head in a more tangible form. Exactly. Hello though, Nilay. Welcome in. Yes, it's today's art lesson. Anyways. Alright. So, with that in mind, with a little underwear thing here in mind, I love how I just did draw a little underwear. Hello, Katsu! Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you. Lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you. God, I wish the stream could happen at a more reasonable hour for me to be. Oh, it's okay. Alright. So, again, just know that we have something in between here. We're not gonna draw anything there for now. But, alright. So, for your legs is actually honestly, in my opinion, one of the most simple thing to draw. You literally need like 3 circles and like 2 lines to draw, to get the proportions of your leg right. So, from here, we can see that her knee is like, wow, coincidentally, halfway, is just literally splitting up the 2 freaking circles. Whoa, so easy. All right, but it comes down to having like, this is where your thighs begin, I suppose, right here. Just draw a line down here to the middle, and just draw another line down to the bottom of your circles, and that's it. Like, that's literally all you need to know for the leg. You can do that for any part. Draw where her leg starts. Imagine there is also like a guideline though when it comes to drawing your circle for the top. You gotta obey this line right here. So that's where your other circles are gonna be on the other side. It can't go any past that. It can't go any further than that. And honestly, it does overlap a little bit, but not by much. And yeah, like Zach said, they're literally just cylinders. This is what you're drawing in there. Cylinder, circle here, because that's your joint. Another cylinder on the bottom. Joint, and then foot. That's all you need to know for the leg. They're so easy. If you're like getting into the specifics of it, like you can say, like, you can think about it as a bone, I guess. So this is like where your socket is. This is your, what is this bone called? Humerus? No, that's not it. Humerus is in your arm, right? What is this freaking bone called? Is this a humerus? It could be, but anyways, we'll draw it in circles for now. Femur, thank you. Oh, the femur is right here, and then your patella, your kneecaps. Don't forget your kneecaps, everyone. Don't forget your kneecaps. All right. But yes, we'll do this for now. But yeah, so just a circle on top. Make sure you obey that line there. It's like basically gonna be about the same exact size as this circle that we've been drawing, like this. And again, because it is in perspective, her legs is gonna be slightly up higher on our body here. Just draw a line from the middle of those two circles down to here. I'm actually gonna make a stylistic choice just because it makes a lot more sense for it to be that way, to straighten her leg like this. So I'm gonna run her leg outwards here, but I'm still gonna follow the anatomy. That her knee is gonna be about halfway, and then her ankles are gonna be about halfway. So this is what your leg's supposed to look. Her other legs here is just like bent, I guess. But notice how this is flat right here. Your cylinder is going to end right here, and your other cylinder is gonna start there. So there's a joint right here. Okay. I find that bent leg is actually one of the most like hard for me to draw for some reason, because of this area. Because I keep forgetting that there's a joint there in the patella. Your kneecaps, everyone, is it's not this. There is form, you know, like there is form there in that corner. You know what I mean? So that you need to add that. Keep in mind, there is a kneecap right there. Study biology with me, yes. Oh, you want me to study biology with you? Oh my gosh. Biology is really fun. I enjoy biology. But we're gonna just look at her model right here, and looks like her leg ends about just a little below our second circle, or little above this, in the middle, not in the middle. What is this distance? About like 4/5 up that circle. So we're gonna draw a line right there, and that's where our legs are gonna be. So this is hard to calculate. I don't really know how to tell you guys how far it's gonna be. Just that it's like, I don't know, that you gotta distance. This looks like about the angle that your leg is gonna be. So man, I keep pushing off getting an art drawing pad for too long for my laptop. It's so useful. I do the other kind of art, aka music, and this blows my dude, guys, what do you mean? This is so messy. This is so messy. Anyways, we're gonna move on. I know it's looking a little janky right now, but listen everyone, it is going to be okay. You have to trust the process. And then for the feet, we don't talk about the feet, just draw a triangle on the bottom. For now, don't worry about it, alright? We're gonna go back up top and notice that our collarbones here that we drew is directly on the circle for her arms. So when you're looking at the body, right, this is your circle and this is kind of like your cross line right here, this cross line. When you're looking at it in the front, your collar is gonna be here and it's literally just a triangle right here. Maybe it's not this low, but you know, it really depends. Oops, sorry Mike. And so your arms are just gonna be tiny little circles on the bottom. So here's another mistake that I see a lot of people do, is that they just go like this. They just like, oh, this is the neck, right? They just go like they just go like this. And when you're looking at your body, chat, there is muscle on your back. This is not a realistic proportion for anyone. So if you ever see any drawing that doesn't have anything here, or like any human being that doesn't have anything here, you can assume that it might have to do with surgery, or that they're too skinny, because there is muscle on your back. So you do gotta draw a triangle right here connecting your shoulder to your neck. There is muscle here. This is for your back, by the way. This isn't for your front even. This thing right here is for your back. So I like drawing a exactly. I like drawing like just a little diamond here. This just kind of creates that good kind of reminder that I need to draw back muscle, or like some shoulder, some meat on her shoulder. So Phineas has that. Haven't tried a deep dive to drawing before. Alright, but yeah, no, so we can see that over here also. I know she's wearing clothes and it's kind of hard to see, but it's there. Right here. So we still need to add that. Really? Oh my gosh, no, you can't say that. Yeah. You can't say that, bro. Phineas doesn't have a neck. Oh my gosh. Alright. So we're gonna make that triangle that we just drew from our thing. So it's just gonna be about, like, just gauge it out. It's gonna be about there for me, and it's gonna be about there for this side also. So we're creating this little triangle here. And at the end of that, we're gonna draw our little circle here. Now the circle is complicated. I don't really understand like what size the circle is gonna be. Whatever feels right. It's not gonna be any bigger or smaller than this. Or your ear maybe. Like it can't be as small as your ear here, but it could be about the same. So we are gonna add those two circles right there. So alright, so and then for the arms, it's just, again, it's kind of like the leg. You just figure out where her elbows are, which is right about here. Her wrist, right about there. Just draw your lines there, and that's all you need. From her body, it's from her guideline, it's about halfway through the circle. Our second circle is where her wrist end. So we're just gonna go draw a line right there. Maybe, I don't know. It looks like it's like a head and a half over. So we're gonna draw it like right here is where her wrist is. So gonna do that, connect those two. And then for the hands, we're just gonna draw a circle. We don't worry about the hand. Hello, welcome! I feel like your understanding of things is so similar to mine. It would... what is it? It would... Something you maybe draw the final products in a dark color than yellow so they don't blend together. Oh yeah, of course! Hello, welcome, Agent 54. Welcome in! Oh yeah, I will separate them in a minute. I'm just trying to explain to you guys as much as I could explain when you're doing drawing, I guess. It's like my brain is on rapid fire right now. That's why I haven't changed color in a while. Like, hello Samuel, welcome. Sambael, sorry. Sam. Oh, welcome in. Hi. Alright. Same thing with this side. It's basically about 2 heads to the side. So we'll kind of draw that as a guide right here. So gonna be about here, and then she's gonna go up to like, looks like her palms is about where her shoulders are, so it's gonna be about there, and this is where her hands are. So we actually already have a pretty decent amount of guidelines for our little sketch right here. So it's time to darken up some details. This is the fun part, everyone. All right, you have to get through an hour of the not fun part for you to get to the fun part. This is my favorite part. All right. We're gonna draw it in. We're gonna lower down the opacity a little bit. So we're gonna kind of draw over our guidelines that we just did. We're not done by any means necessary, but it's like that we have enough that we can kind of start like lining things like carefully, right? Starting with the head, it's not really the most detailed thing we did. We can do like face what do you call it, face anatomy in the future, but for now we'll do nothing now. I mean, this is where her ear. All right. And then we actually didn't draw the neck. I completely forgot about it, but your neck from a side perspective isn't gonna be any, like, it isn't gonna go past this ear. It can't be here, because that doesn't make any sense. There is like a bone, or not a bone, what is this called? A ligament? It's not a muscle. Well, it may be a muscle. Right here on the back of your neck a little bit, connecting to like this. It kind of looks like this muscle. So you need to have it so that you have neck right here. There is again a stylistic choice where you don't have that, because anime, like a lot of anime don't have that. These neck right here, because the anime proportions value like skinniness, and the fact that their head is just really a lot bigger normally, I guess. So it doesn't connect there for some reason. It's so weird, but I mean it looks good. So yeah. All right, and then we can also kind of see here that her other neck doesn't go past her chin here. It's like right here is where her neck is on our little reference. So this increases my respect towards animators. The amount of thinking they would have to do to create a good yeah, it's crazy, right? This, I mean, when you think about it, live 2D riggers, and model artists are basically just animators. So we have to think about these things, like these like little layers, and the how they are gonna relate to each other in the when we're moving them, because if, like, say you draw something too thin or something, you move the head even slightly and it's going to look off. You ever kind of look at a model and think that, like, oh, there's a certain part of her that doesn't make any sense. Her neck is too thin or something. Like, when she's looking up, she looks like a giraffe. It's because of that. Like, there is mass here. When you're looking at it, I guess in the back, in her back, like, there's this like muscle for your back, and then there's like these ones here, the stretchy ones that moves your neck, I guess. So it's able to make you go like this. Make you go like this, and like make you look up, so it's gonna compress, right? I don't know. Being able to change. I genuinely feel like watching you has brought me clarity on things I never felt before. Oh yeah? Oh, I'm glad. By the way, being able to change line opacity is not the biggest reason to want to switch to digital, since I don't have great control over my line weight when I get too focused. So it's about line weight. Is one of the biggest reason, right? Line weight is so fun. Wait, let me show you guys one of my favorite pens. This is my favorite pen. The G pen is like one of, oh my god, it's a beautiful, chat. Like, look at, this is like me. This is, okay, so you see the circle? This is the, like, how big the pen is. So if I hold it down, like really push it in, that's how big the pen is. But I use this to like increase the line weight. Like these, they're beautiful, chat. They're nice. They're so good. If you're ever gonna get Clip Studio Paint, oh my gosh, I get crazy over looking for, yeah, it's like a fountain pen, exactly. Looking over all of the different pens on Clip Studio, they're so nice. Anyways, so her chin doesn't go past her thing right here, her neck on the side. So we're gonna kind of copy that also. That means her neck is going to be right here. You see how kind of nicely shaped that is? It doesn't look like she has a thin neck. It doesn't look too thick. That is not, I wouldn't say perfect, but that's like nice. Wacom tablet. Yeah, that's a pretty popular one for artists. Yeah. If you want to know, I think I've already said it, but this is the one I Pro 13. It has a screen, very nice. But yeah, so that, see, we're already taking shape. It's already taking shape. So again, we gotta make sure that we give her a little bit of that muscle for her neck, or for her, what do you call it? What is this called? The muscle for her back. I'm gonna actually extend this line a little out over here, because we are in perspective, and this is going to be kind of behind her neck. It's gonna be on the other side, right? And so we're just gonna do that. Gonna round out on the shoulder. Make sure that you round your shoulders. Trapezoid. Yeah. Gonna also do that over here for her other arm. Notice how I'm adjusting also for proportion, or no, what do you call it? Not proportion. I'm adjusting things here. Because I think I drew the circle too high. So it's gonna be a little like this. Of course, it's gonna flow a little better than that. I can't get it to how I want. Okay, about like that, alright? Respect. Trapezius. Trapezoid. Trapezoid is a shape, everyone. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna draw this also. We're just gonna draw it as a line. This isn't something when you're like, what do you call it? You're drawing what we're basically doing right now is giving her flesh. Right? We drew her skeleton, now we gotta give her flesh. I like to add a detail here just because it makes it look nice. But yeah, that's just a line here. I know it kind of like curves in here. It kind of have that like S effect or whatever this thing is. What is this thing called? How do you apply this breakdown to a much more dynamic, less stationary pose? See, that's when you start kind of thinking about these as, again, these are three-dimensional shapes. If you put like 8 balls on top of each other, the balls still have dimensions, but they can be simplified to like something that you can better understand in perspective, which is what squares are. For example, if it's like a top-down view, you can say that like, okay, I'm looking at her like this. But like if it's a top-down view where the camera is like up top, you can say that like, oh, the top here is gonna be bigger, so we can basically draw like something like this, right? So we can do that and put that box in perspective. So now draw your circle kind of overlapping there until you reach the bottom. Or like if it's like complicated where they're bent over or something, it's kind of the same exact thing where, oh yeah, that's you know, it's gonna be broken into, everything can be broken into shapes, everyone, is what I'm saying. Everything can be broken into shapes. But it's like, you know, relationships, again, that's one of the things, that's the most important thing. I gotta reiterate it. You just gotta understand the relationship between the what you're drawing for your own guidelines and these like little circles thing with everything that she's doing for her body. Drawing for her pose and her proportions, I guess. Alright. Yeah. But yeah, again, the thing about the circles is that like it's hard to understand them in perspective. So you do gotta substitute something with it or draw it together with something else for you to understand it. And that's usually a square. It's like one of the simpler, easiest thing to draw in perspective is a square. It's like if you have like a 1-point perspective thing, it's like your cube is like gonna go there, right? So this is your cube. Yeah, it becomes more complicated when perspective doesn't align with the horizon line as well as you'd think. Like for example, this horizon line, I feel like we can say that the perspective is like right here. This is where the horizon line is. Kind of, like probably about halfway through her body even. But yeah, it's like there's some horizon lines that's gonna curve for like a more fisheye view, right? And those are gonna be like, oh frick, oh frick. they're gonna do this thing, or I guess it's gonna be like tiny, right? Whatever, it's gonna do that. instead. Oh, this is a Soul Eater thing, by the way. I love drawing like these. This is one of my favorite thing, where the leg is like, okay, and then you can kind of see where the middle is, so that's where things gonna be. Okay, well, that's where her legs are. All right, that's where it is. Bam, big shoes. You know what I mean? Big shoes. Bam. I don't know. I'm like doodling at this point. You know what I mean? It's fine. We that's so an advanced thing, chat. You gotta build up your foundation first. Hello, Campbell. Welcome. All right. Let's see here. Let's continue drawing our little lady. All right. We're gonna draw her body. One of my favorite part to draw when it, or like fill in when I'm drawing these things, is drawing her body, because it's drawing the body, like the connecting all these. Oh, oops. Drawing basically her yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like you can put anything in a box. You can also put anything in circles. It's a whole thing. Yeah. If you guys want me to teach you guys about perspective, we can do that. That's gonna be a thing for another day. All right. So it looks like her chest is going to be right in between these two circles. They're not like too prominent, so we can. Excuse me. We can lightly sketch them, just for guidelines, and because over here it is going to kind of protrude a little bit. It's not much, but it is gonna protrude. What do you call it? A good thing, I guess, to note for when you're drawing like the booba is that they're connected only at the base of the booba, so there is a gap here. So don't put your booba like right here. Like it'll look too. It's so close. It's too close to the thing, to her boobs, especially since she doesn't have too big of a booba. So, but keep in mind, there is a gap. There's a gap between the booba, alright? So, we're just gonna give her like a little bit of a raindrop. Again, boobas are raindrop shape. If you draw like a raindrop like right here, that's basically her booba. And you draw a raindrop right here, is basically her other booba. Perfect. Right? I always thought humans can't be in one-point perspective. In the one-point perspective, it's actually kind of weird because it's gonna bend. It's not like they're truly. I don't really truly think humans can be, honestly. If this is your one-point perspective, it is gonna curve. Like it's gonna curve. Huh? I don't know. It's a thing. I never thought about it like that. I don't think it can be. It can be in like the 2-point. Anything below that though. Crazy. Have you guys seen 16-point perspective, by the way? They're so freaking awesome. One of my favorite thing to look at. Alright. Alright, now that we've drawn her little booba right here, about halfway through in the middle of our second and third circle. Yeah. So let's draw that booba right now. Alright. So don't forget your armpits, everyone. I see people when they draw like the thing, they just go like this. Or not like this. They just draw the thing and like forget that people have armpits. The armpit is kind of like it's not continuation to your booba, but there is a muscle connecting it there that you need this kind of arch right here for her armpit. All right. We won't draw that yet, but that's just something to note. We're gonna draw her body first. All right. So her body is, again, a three-dimensional object. That means her body isn't gonna stop here, right? We need to add this depth right here for her rib cage. So we're just gonna line that there. And we're gonna line it over here also. We're gonna stop by the rib cage because this is where the fun part is. This is one of the detail that I like adding on my model these days, where I kind of round out her rib cage like so, on both sides, just to kind of like have, I don't know. It just somehow it feels a lot more realistic. There is a muscle right here that's gonna be like that you can kind of think about as like a flat thing. You know, like how when pandas, they have this little thing in the middle of their stomach? You can think about it like that, where there is this like muscle right here that is your abdominal muscle. This is where your abs are, everyone. So this is kind of like how you can think about it. Yeah, the tummy muscle, right? Kind of how you can think about drawing this side, so you don't accidentally make her too skinny. Though that is not this is something that you see a lot in art though, like where the women are so skinny that they're like this. This is not like bad or anything like that. It just, where is her stomach? Where is her stomach at? So it is gonna be straight. It's cool how one line can make you realize what's going on because I can't do imaginary lines in my head. Yeah, it's nice, right? I always do it. I always make sure to draw the lines here. I mean, like, listen, if you can draw it, why not draw it, right? No one's gonna judge you. All right. So, and I like to think that this muscle right here is continuous all the way up to her crotch. It's not, but when you're looking at it when you're looking at her in the front, it really makes it so obvious that the squares, right? These ones, for her body. So it kind of like broke that down to that. So you can think of it as this is the front of her thing, and this part is her stuff, her 3D-ness, right? But yeah, I like adding those little lines there to help me. But yeah, we're gonna connect this line all the way up to her crotch. Let's not worry about her hip for a second. Depends on what your body type is. You're trying to draw. Exactly. My abs are sheathed until I need to unleash them. Hey, exactly. Alright, we're gonna just put that line. We're just gonna extend it all the way down to her crotch, and you'll see why. Because her body's a little twisted here, where if you can see, it's like if this square becomes twisted, it'll do this thing right here. It won't really do much, and then it'll do that, I guess, if you know what I mean. Like if you were to draw a circle, or like if you split this up into half, I guess it'll be like, oh yeah, it's going there. It's going behind the thing. It's so hard to explain. Chat, I'm so bad at explaining. But you know what I mean? She is kind of twisting her body. So she's forming this S shape. thing with her pose. But yeah, where anyways, we're just gonna continue. All right, we're gonna go follow what I just drew over. It actually won't be even making it there, so it's honestly that is fine. All right. So then we drew our leg right about here. Why is it not drawing? Okay. Like right about here. So we gotta give her a butt, everyone. She has a butt. From this little circle that we drew it over here, like her little hip bone, we can say that her butt is probably about like right here. Not too far. Yeah, probably about right here. It sits kind of like right here. It sits on top of the thing. This is her butt. So we gotta give her a butt, right? So after you do your little hip thing, you gotta give her a butt. So we're kind of like an egg. Egg. Not egg. We're kind of like a little hot dog. Yes. All right. Butt drop. So again, her leg's gonna be about right here. We can start that actually immediately. There's like the only thing here that we gotta keep in mind of it again is the butt, right? But oh, this is another thing that's a good thing to know about legs when you're drawing them. There's two easy shape or lines that you can do. The back right here and this right here is gonna be like straight lines for majority of it. For not majority, for most cases. This is not involving, of course, like the detailed muscle, right? So if you think about it, and this is gonna curve, this is gonna curve. If you think about it like that, like you can draw any like leg straight facing. I think only straight facing, in my opinion. I don't know why, for some reason. Oh, actually, no. Hold on. It is not like that. I think you can also do that with curved stuff. It's just know that there's the side with a curve. It's like there's muscle there, so you gotta curve it. There's not a lot of muscle on the back part. In fact, the reason why they're flat is because they're being stretched. But so like when you're looking at the leg bent like this, the reason why now this is flat is because that part is being stretched, and so the rest of the flesh is kind of like relaxed on the bottom, so it is gonna have this little thing for your leg, right? This is still being stretched, so that's fine, and this is still relaxed. So now if you think about it, when you're flexing, the muscle here would tighten a little bit, so it'll straighten out a little bit, but not so much. If the leg is relaxed, it's gonna kind of bulk back up, poof back out, I guess. Yeah. You please become my art teacher. You're a perfect teacher for me. Oh my god. When I was drawing a long time ago in the ancient time, I used to hate hands, but at the same time I would draw immaculate hands when I wasn't trying. Oh, dude, same. Dude, I feel you, bro. I feel that so bad. All right, we gotta actually look back at her leg real quick. Her leg is not like 100% looking to the side, so we still gotta make sure that we're like looking at her leg in that. This is where her middle is. And this is where her kneecaps is, so actually we'll draw that there. So she is still gonna have a little bit of muscle on this side, but not so much. You can draw it flat if you want, but you can draw a little bit of a bump there because you can see the back. Like this is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the calf is divided into two muscles, like this. And then it has a bunch of like vein, like little what is this called? Ligament, I guess. Kind of like for the mobility. So you do see a little bit of that other one on the other side. So just keep that in mind. Alright, but this is basically what our leg's gonna look like. And don't forget the kneecaps. I always say this. Her knee is not gonna be flat. You gotta add a little bump for her knee. Right there. Alright. I'm gonna actually remove some guidelines here. Sorry, I don't know if you're still trying to understand what those lines are. But this is a really nice like shape for the leg. Again, straight, sort of straight, very curved, and then very curved right here for her leg. And then, so we're just gonna do the exact same thing for the other side. Her leg starts where that line is. Gonna do a zoom. This is where the dot is. Again, there's knees here. So we're gonna draw the knee right there. Not gonna forget the kneecaps. Boom. Yeah, I like just drawing like the lines. So straight line again here. And this is gonna curve. Again, she has a muscle on her calf. So don't forget to put that. This leg is actually a little bit in perspective. So I'm gonna make it like that. It's fine. It doesn't have to be specific. But let me go do some checking. Alright. Do make sure that she has hips over. Connect that. Right there. And of course, I don't know why seeing that there it doesn't make any sense. So this part of the leg is gonna be stretched out a little bit, so it's gonna flatten. Right? And this part of the leg is gonna be the one that has all of the meat little. So this is where we add her shape. Right? So it's gonna be like that. And then let me see here. Oh, this is actually gonna be a little thicker here. Let's make that thicker. She has too thin of an. Remember your kneecaps, everyone? This is the kneecaps. Right here. Gonna adjust that back there. We're not gonna see much from down here because it's not. Her leg is facing downwards, so you're not gonna see leg muscle here because it's facing directly down. A lot of it is gonna be here, and it's actually going to be a little compressed here because it's being kind of squished here by these two. So you can kind of accentuate her leg muscle back there a little bit. Boom. All right, it's looking good. Everyone's drawing looking like this. Right? I know you're a busy person, so I wouldn't put that on you, but God, I wish I could actually just spend hours being trained by you. Yeah, I could be like a I wish I was a calf muscle. It'd be like, hey, listen. I mean, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I am super busy, but listen, I love teaching people art, even though I'm not the best at it. I love it. I love art, just in general. I don't know. It's just I love art so much. Oh, it's so nice. Art's so fun. All right. I'm gonna delete some of these guidelines. Also, let me adjust that butt. I don't know why that butt looks a little low on her body. I'm gonna raise it up here. Okay, there you go. That's a lot better. Inside lines. I'm gonna keep this one. All right. I feel like even the way you choose to shape things is exactly how I would do it. Yeah. Like seeing you do things and it aligns with how I do things. Oh yeah. I'm glad. I'm glad. You don't often meet a lot of people like that though. Like that has a similar kind of like how you look at things and whatnot. So that's good. I'm glad I could be that person for you. Alright. We're gonna draw a line here. I think I erased it earlier, but I did have that line there. Alright. We're gonna draw her arms. So, one of the things that I like to draw for the arms is that I know that there's like a little muscle right here that connects kind of like to the front part of her body. Like, it's kind of like when I draw here, we'll do it over in this one. Like there is a muscle right here to shape her thing. This is kind of like for the connecting, I guess. This is like what you can do here is like if her arms are, it's like say just pointing down. Of course, it's just a normal shape. Like it's just I just draw this part. I don't even draw the rest. Yeah, this part is important. And then you draw her over here. And you do this exact same thing. This is basically where your like booba is gonna connect, or your pecs. This is for men also. Like this line here, and this is how you like shade it too. So that means like her arms, that's gonna be like right here, is gonna follow that also. Yeah. Yeah, it's useful stuff. Yeah, I think I drew this booba a little high now. But we're gonna keep that thing into account, right? Draw the arms. She looks like she has a little bit of a skinny arm, but that doesn't mean her arms don't have definition, right? So same thing with it. I'm gonna add a little bit of a bump here, just for there is still a muscle here. This is if I'm not mistaken, your biceps, right? And then you do have a tricep muscle that is doing the exact same thing, but slightly like higher up, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of like here if you're looking at it. So yeah. All right, and then you do have a muscle on your forearm, so I like to just kind of start from here, from like way in a little bit, and curving that line, because you do have muscles on your forearm. Believe it or not, you can train it by doing a bunch of squeezing. This is so comfy. I'm falling asleep. You can. No worries, no worries. I don't mind. I know I stream really late also, so this is a good like ASMR for. And then another thing is that there's also a mass on the other side here, like so. I'm not really 100% sure how the forearm muscles work, just that they exist and I draw them. I drew that a little too skip. Let me make that more tall. A little better. I need to stay awake. If I fall asleep now, I'll be able to sleep later. Oh, fair. Alright. Do remember that you do have an elbow, right? So it's not just gonna curve in like this. You have an elbow that is very pointy. Honestly, that's actually one of the things that I haven't like studied all that much. Like I'm feeling my kind of like my arms right now, and kind of like this is how it is. There's two bones on your arm, right? On your forearm. There's the ulnar bone and the radial bone. I know this because I did forensic science, by the way. I don't know which one's which. I don't remember. Radial, I think, is the right one. Right? Yes. I just do this. And then like there's a bone like here. There's like a joint here, of course. And then there's like a bone here that kind of like grabs onto that. And just is so skinny. And there's only one. And this is what actually is able to make your arms twist. These two bones right here. That's why you're so like if you're looking at it like, oh, you're twisting the thing, the bone's gonna be like this. Like the body is so fantastic. It's so awesome. Like that kind of stuff. You know? It's so good. When you ever rotate your arm, yeah, that's how you do it. And if you're double jointed, it's just actually, what does double jointed even mean? Like it doesn't I don't think that means that you have two joints. I think it's just your I think it's like probably more accurately described as hyper flexibility. Is that what it is? I'm not okay. You is literally motivating me to start going to the grinding. I'm seeing that I wasn't so far away from achieving this. Exactly. You just need to look at the details a little more closely. And considering all that, right? Legit. Everyone can do what I can do, honestly. With enough like studying and like practice, you can do it also. There you go. Pointy elbow. Right. And then the hands we don't talk about. I'll like honestly, we don't talk about the hands. What is that? We don't talk about her hand. Perfect. That's it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I hate it. hate drawing hands, man. I freaking hate them. Alright, anyways. We're gonna draw her other arm. You don't belittle your skills like that. No one can do exactly what you can do. It is a unique special form. Oh my god. Oh no. It's... I feel like... You know what I think, chat? I think my art is super textbook. Because I follow a lot of these. Like, I live by guidelines. I don't do it for like illustrations. Just because like I have a special thing in my mind that I'm kind of like following, right? So in my head, what do you call it? In my head, I already have the thing, the guidelines and stuff. All I need to do is put it on paper. But like, oh my god, chat. All of these things I learned from when I was in art school still, and I'm still I live by these, man. I live by these rules. All right. Anyways, let's draw our little triangle right there. Make sure she has muscles. Everyone. Oh, Lumine, welcome. Staring very hard. Yes. You don't understand, and the thing you choose to focus on is so similar to mine. It's scary. Oh my god, maybe we're one and the same, Zach. Oh my. Hello there, everyone. Hello, Lumi. Hello, BK. Welcome. Yes, anatomy. Anatomy. It's gonna be a lot higher than I feel like. So it's not gonna be. Yeah, so since this arm right here is not actually like it's not like, what do you call it? It's not bent. You're not gonna see the elbow all that much, so that's fine. Here, just like indicate that there is an elbow there. I feel like drawing like a little bump here is enough as it is. Again, make sure you draw some meat on your forearm, everyone. All right. Her hands is in a specific position. You don't gotta. It's okay. It's okay, everyone. Like I don't know how she has it drawn. Sure. That's it. You don't gotta know it yet, but you don't gotta draw this part. It's just... Question, teacher you. Yes, what's up? I was trying to see if you do the oval method. Yeah. Are you able to draw plus size bodies too? I could. I mean, honestly, like with a reference. With enough reference, I could draw plus size bodies. Of course. Oh, actually, that's wrong. I haven't tried it personally, but of course. I feel like that would be fun, in my opinion. There's so many parts. Like I feel like every body size has their little quirks that I enjoy drawing so much. Like it's kind of like the difference for me between drawing like men and women is that I feel like it's more about messing with the proportions. Yeah, it's like this. You're basically using the same exact technique as you would with this. You just gotta like legitimately understand, I guess, the muscle that is on top of that. Like what we drew here is the skeleton. Basically, like we know for a fact that this is where her rib cage is. This is her bone structure, right? So if we add like the muscle on top with like a thing, it's basically gonna be the exact same thing. Like there's gonna be like folds here, right? Oh, hold on, sorry. I don't think you can see it. 1 second. Frick. That's so. Hold on. Let me just like. Oh my god. Just folds here. It's basically exaggerated parts, right? So it's not. It's literally not that different. We are one in the same, all through and through. Like it's just gonna be. You're just gonna have the slight changes of like body part, and like I guess the circles that you use is gonna be the exact same thing. It's not gonna change anything. Yeah, not gonna change anything at all. Like legitimately, it's not gonna change anything. You can use this exact same guidelines for a thicker body. You're so fine. Yeah, of course. Yes, I can. You know what I mean? It's just understanding those muscles. There you go. It's just understanding that muscles and what goes on top of your already drawn model. Again, muscles. The arm is a little off. You have the general idea? Yeah. They're so fun, honestly. It's like it makes me wanna like reevaluate this one. I feel like she doesn't have enough muscle on her leg here. But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like every body's different, right? There is gonna be a body that looks exactly like what I just drew right there, like more like focus on like a looser skin, I guess is what I drew right there. It's just understanding those parts. Honestly, don't worry about it. If you're ever gonna draw different like body types like that, yeah, I think it's important to know, I guess, muscles and how they lack a bit of muscles. If I can say a little, she does lack. Yeah. Muscles super important, of course. Yeah, our drawing right here, she's super skinny, so we're just going off of her. What are we missing right here? What are we missing? Why did I delete that? She needs a little bit of an adjustment, so I feel like that part here is skinny. This also skinny. This is what I'm talking about, chat. Like I make the same exact mistake as what I said earlier, because I do it too, where I make her like little torso here too. I feel like I'll understand it. Doesn't have a butt. I removed her butt, everyone. Let me put it back. Okay. Not bad. I mean, it's not bad for like a thing. So that's a little better. No, I'm just adjusting based off of what kind of would be nice to like when you're rendering. That's her belly button is probably gonna be about right. Actually it will be right like a little lower, right? It's a little lower on women. If I'm not mistaken, it's like a little higher on men. Right there. We're not gonna draw her feet. We don't talk about the feet, chat. Like drawing cloth is like to me. Clothes are funny. Clothes are fun. Clothes are fun to draw. Yeah. All right. We're not gonna draw the feet. We don't talk about it. We don't draw the feet. I actually like. It's one of those ones that I like legitimately have never studied in my life. I just know, kind of like, I've like, well, yeah, like, I hate them. They're so. I don't like them one bit. They're so annoying. They shouldn't. They shouldn't exist. No, they should. I don't like drawing them. They're so annoying. That's basically what she's doing. She has like her foot's probably gonna be here, but like her heels are showing in the back. We kind of see it a little bit like right here, her foot. So we'll draw that like a little bit of like a foot right here, but not too detailed. You guys don't get toast today. All right, everyone. Let's remove our guidelines and see what we can kind of switch from here. That's not too bad. Yeah, you don't like me. Exactly. Dude, I don't remember who it was. Who, a while ago, who was like, I'll pay you to draw feet, I swear. So, hey. That one line act is important. That just this. Yeah. Not too bad. We ignore the foot. We ignore the foot. That better have been $1 million. They didn't actually. It didn't go through. They didn't give me the money. So, so I didn't draw the feet, of course. I gave her a little bit more of a confident post. She's kind of like, she's so skinny. She's very skinny. This woman right here. Yeah, but that's basically it, everyone. I hope like there's some insights in there that you guys kind of can apply to your own drawing. If you're doing like you're ever gonna draw models, this is how I break things down. Kimbo, I've never necessarily drawn feet like with toes, but I've drawn the shape of a foot on like a yeah, exactly, just like this. Like this is honestly that's all you need. Like, hold on, like do what you just kind of like. I had to draw it one time. Wait, can I pull up my other model? Hold on, I had to draw it one time because like I had to draw. My model has open toe shoes, like my other ones. So I had to draw the other ones, but it's not like super detailed. I hate drawing. They're so, oh my god, oh my, I hate them. I hate them. Oh, like if I were to get into like the little smaller details, they're gonna have like this little gap thing on your toes. Like, oh my god, for free? For free? Okay, hold on. Chat, no, this is not who we are, chat. Weird. I hate hands. Hands are like one of the most complicated things to draw also. Honestly, reminded me of the Flintstones. Oh my god. Wait, what? We should practice anatomy together one day on stream. Oh yeah. Dude, that'll be fun. Look away, Chabella, look away. Look away. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's so good. It's so fine. Don't worry. It's yeah. Anyway. Anyways. Damn. You good, chat? I think we did pretty well. This is my problem area right now. Like this section. But it's okay. Did you say that was a fine foot? Everyone has their preference. It is drawn beautifully though. Thank you. I'm gonna remove all the other guidelines, other little things in there that's distracting. I'm gonna look at the silhouette. It's not bad. For something, learned so much. I'm glad. Blink twice if you need help. Alright. What are you drawing today? We're just drawing a reference. I mean, we're just drawing this, I guess. This pose reference right here. A little bit, with our own twist to them. Yeah, no? Art is fun, chat. If I taught you anything, smash. Hello, Crook. Welcome. If I taught you anything this entire stream, I am so glad. Yeah. You sometimes look at yourself as a reference as well. Sometimes. Majority of it is like for my hands, but I'm a little short, and I draw a lot of like I draw a lot of my characters kind of tall, so I can't use myself as a reference for that. But yeah, I do sometimes like my hands. Oh, like especially for hands, I use myself as a reference. Yeah. I'm so glad, Zach. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's good to hear, though. The art reflects the artist. He was beautiful. Nah. That's nope. But yeah, I mean, yeah, this is pretty good. We were gonna do 2 poses today, but I feel like 2 poses is a little too long. And like I said, like, see, what do you call it? Well, it is gonna take 2 hours. See, this is what it was like when I did the first body. So, you is beautiful. Would I lie to you? I guess you wouldn't. You wouldn't, I guess. You got no toes? This isn't me, though. Alright, let me see here. Alright, yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, this was our first one. This was technically not, again, technically not done on stream, but this was the first one I did against stylistic choice for the hips area right here. And then this is our second one. There's not much curve to her, so if I was to fix things, I guess I'll accentuate her kind of like leaning forward a little bit more, and like just have her like do a pose, do that pose, I guess, like if I was to draw this by preference, I would have her do that. Do that more. This is actually gonna serve more for that. None of you so good. I want to draw now, but drawing by myself feels boring right now. Oh, I should have pinged you so we could have all drawn together. Lips, ands, or butts. 3 a.m. for me, so I should probably sleep, but now I've got the drawing bug. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. It could have been man, damn, if I'd known, I could have streamed a little earlier, but okay, next time. Right. Okay, we're not gonna draw clothes on her, or well, you guys don't have to. I'm gonna like kind of draw clothes on her. Oh, but it'll just be sketch. It's the type of skirt that like I hate drawing so much. She's wearing that one skirt. I hate drawing the skirt. Oh man, everything about it. It's just too much work, bro. It's so much work. Oh. Hey, freaking! I don't like it. It's so everything. I freaking hate it. It's not fun. What shirt should we give her, chat? Like, I feel like she's wearing a fun shirt to draw. I don't feel like drawing all that. Fine. Fine. I'll draw it. Hey. I think that's now. Would that go the opposite or not? This. All right. Clothes are fun. They're fun. They're honestly so fun to draw. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. They're so fun to draw. Gotta... Okay. Yeah, it's because of the clothes for sure. Okay, let me put a... Oh, oops. Oh, frick. Okay, there you go. You can see the thing a little more. Lucky both. Why not? Oh, chunky boots. So fun. I love that. I don't actually I don't have to draw the stuff. Ah! Oh, that's so fun. Oh, too big. There's a thing here, I think. Same goes over here. Boots, like heeled, right? I think. Yep, I can draw shoes. Thank you. Yeah. Fun. Alright, let me line her body also. Move the sketch part. Alright. Should we draw the hair? I'll probably do a similar one. Oh, we can give her my hairstyle. Do that. Oh, I don't even remember what my hair looks like. Hold on, what do I look like? Okay, wait a minute. The braids, like, so... My braid is the problem here. Freaking hate braids so bad, bruh. We're just gonna do this little stuff. These things, whatever these are called. Like little yep. Hate braids. So awful. I'm just gonna do that. Anyway. Bam! She's so cute, everyone! There you go. Draw a little hard. Oh yeah, these. I draw this too, like these, right? That's what I did for my hair. Oh my god. You guys remember how long it took me to draw my braids? Can I show you guys the detail of that again? 1 second. Cause I swear every time, oh my god, that took me like 4 hours. It took me 4 hours to do one braid, chat. One braid. Oh my god. Don't become a model artist, everyone. Like, don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Oh. Where is my entire model? Where actually is my model? This. Hello, me? Look at that. Look at this thing. I hate this so bad. I'm getting PTSD, chat. Gotta remove the arms, torso, and face before I remove the clothes. Look at this. If it's just the hair... Oh my goodness. Just the braid. Took me forever. Oh, the layers. Oh yeah, it has to move individually. So I can show you the layer, how I layered my front hair. Where's my face? Put that back. I did it with like, so there's this strand right here that's on its own layer. There's this strand that's on its own layer. This one is on its own layer. This one. This one. That shadow is on its own layer. This one is on its own layer. One is on its own layer. Very, very fun. Just back one. And then I can actually remove my hair. So it's just these. Which is actually pretty cool. Where's the shadow? If I just have that toggle. It sounds unconsidered and they ran away. It's so daunting. Yeah. My big forehead. Like this. Could just be like that. Straight pieces of hair. Just these. Pretty cute. Big animal, yeah. But yeah. Have that back. Oh, I'm just ahead. Anyways. That took me forever. Anyways, this is our sketch, everyone. Pretty fun. Pretty pog. Hopefully, if you guys are drawing along with me, or if you were like paying attention, that you got here to the very end. Not this, of course. This one. This is what we worked on. Hello! Hello, that guy. Welcome in. Yeah. This is what we worked on today, everyone. Pretty fun, pretty cool. I hope I taught you something. Hooray! Fogging, everyone. Yeah, it's not exactly 50-50, right? But it's like similar enough that like you got the gist of the reference that you use. So, what do you call it? That's all that matters anyway. Like, as long as, like, if you're using a reference at all, just as long as that, like, you understood the reference that you're using, that's all that matters. No matter how much, like, no matter how much you utilize these circles and stuff like that, at the end of the day, like, these circles are like just guides. It doesn't literally tell you exactly where to draw things. It's a helping hand, right? So, keep practicing, everyone, until you don't need these circles anymore. And just understand the relationships between your lines and when things are like, yeah. So, yeah, like legitimately. Yeah, hello Flash, welcome. Today I learned I need more practice. Okay, this is my job, everyone. So I draw models. So I gotta know these things. But yeah, I'm glad though. I'm glad Zach seems to really enjoyed it. I appreciate all of that. it always makes me happy when I feel like I'm helping someone out with even if just a little bit. Like I know I'm not the best at art, and I don't claim to be. And I know, like, again, there's still a lot of things wrong to or there's still a lot of like things that could improve on my end also, but like what little knowledge I have, I'm glad I'm able to spread that out to you guys. So if you ever wanna feel like drawing, you know, and then like understand why things are the way that they are, do that. Yeah. Yeah, this stream was for you. Head about to explode though. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of things that goes into these, right? Like, again, when I started like making models myself, I did really grow to appreciate like all those really, like, have you ever seen those like big models, big VTubers with like really nice models? Like, one person did that. One person did all of that, and they look fantastic. And they, again, they took so many different techniques and elements and stuff like that and put it into like one model. It's so freaking so good. It's so good. This is why I hate and love making models. They're a lot of work, but the ones like you start getting, like, start building up, you know, it's just so nice. It's nice. It's a nice feeling to be like, oh, my creation's coming to life. Yeah. And you'll start to appreciate more, like, once you kind of like are starting to see a lot of improvement. You're like, oh wait, when the frick did I get here? When did I learn how to do that? You know? But yeah, no. Practice makes perfect, everyone. Remember that. Practice makes perfect. Sounds very rewarding. Yeah. I'm also not very critical of my own work anyway, so I'm like the type of person that, like, if something is like looking different or looking wrong, I guess, quote unquote, I always kind of look at it in a like way of like, how can I improve? What's wrong? How can I fix it? It's not like, oh, there's something wrong with my art, I suck at art. Like, oh, my art didn't turn out the way I wanted, I suck at art. It's never like that for me. I feel like that's the, like, I never tell myself that I'm bad at it. It's always like one footstep at a time, right? Like, I didn't get to being able to draw like this in a day. It's like years and years of practice. Just as much as like those big VTubers modeled, those guys took years and years of practice and experience to perfect their craft. You know, I can't expect myself to be as good as they are. You know, it's so, man, it's like there's so many, like, chat, I'm saying this to you because I've heard so many artists quit art, or like legitimately like rip their paper in half and throw away their sketches because they think it's bad. Like, don't throw it away. Like, you can use that to learn. Like, teach yourself what was wrong with it. Oh, I'm so passionate about this, by the way. There's so many people in my life who are like, there's so many people like, guys, you just gotta do it. Just do it, chat. Anyways, enough about that. Yeah. This is where the practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes progress. Exactly. Yeah. See that? Yeah. You know what? I'll start using that from now on. That is a better line. Practice makes progress. There you go. You're so right. Yeah. Yeah, and there's also like the thing that I was told about like how you should see it as a mindset is like, if you're passionate about it enough, like you gotta want improvement hard enough for you to kind of like look past the judgment, I guess. You know what I mean? Like that determination to improve helps, I guess, for me in my case. It's like it really helped me push to be better is when I look at my art and I'm like, I want to improve so bad. And I'm not even looking at, I'm like not looking at my art as is like, oh, this is bad, you know. There's always so much room for improvement. It's pretty fun to start it off as a hobby. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like what you're doing, you're obviously going to feel less encouraged to do that specific thing. But if you're doing it like legitimately, if you're doing it just because like of a means to an end kind of thing, then you're like legitimately gonna be so pissed and so bummed out about art. Art is art, right? Like you can't just, it just can't be a means to an end. Yeah, you gotta like it. Yeah, my music teacher always said practice makes permanent. Ever since I couldn't get it out of my head. Yeah, you know what? That is also really true. Like muscle memory is just it. Yeah. Giving up on something isn't just giving up on that thing. It's giving up on your whole life. That's a little I feel like that's a little intense, but I get what you're saying. Always good to save something you think is a mistake, because any art you make is a learning resource. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah. It's fun. Art is fun. Honestly, I've grown. I wouldn't say that I started out liking art like 100%. You know, there was a moment in my life where I freaking hated it, and I was doing it just because it was a prerequisite for school. But like, I loved that I understood it. You know, I loved that everything made sense to me at the time. So I continued practicing, pursuing it until I'm like, hey, what the frick? I'm seeing improvement. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no. And then like when I was younger, yeah. And then it became my passion. Look at that. But yeah, all right. I did make a promise to somebody that I'll sketch something out, but I don't think I have time for today. I'm so sorry. Brooke, if you're here, I know I promised that I will like sketch out your drawing, but I don't think I have enough time for today. It is almost 1 a.m. and I have a meeting tomorrow that I gotta go attend. And I have to go pick up my medicine. Oh my god, I'm being healthy for once. I'm taking my vitamins. I'm being healthy. Yeah, good. It's good. I haven't been, knock on wood, I haven't been sick in like a few months, and this is good for me. This is good. Oh my god. Thank you for the head pats, Gods. Thank you. Giving up on yourself, yes, is a better thing to put it. Thank you for the head pats, Godsu. Thank you. I have a suitcase of 30 or so old notebooks from when I was 16 to now. I love looking at my old art to see, right? Yeah, this is why I never throw away my sketchbooks. I still have all of them, even the ones that I did from high school. Actually, one of these days I'll show you guys. Oh wait, I think I already did that, right? The first iteration of you, like the design for you. It started out as a she started out as a OC for Soul Eater, so that's where she came from. That is why, yeah. So fun, it's so fun. Anyways, I'm gonna go save this drawing, take a screenshot of it. Let me duplicate this. So the line sticker. Let me take a screenshot. Bam. Alright, we did so good today, everyone. I hope if you're drawing, you also got a really, like... I wonder what gave it away. Gave what away? I love the stream. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, the Soul Eater. Must be really nice seeing the improvement and changes. Yeah. Yeah, I would like back if you ask me at the very start of my debut, like at the beginning of my debut, like legitimately, if you ask me, I would tell you that I'm new to digital art. Now it's been about a year and almost a year and a half since then, and I can say I'm no longer new to digital art. Yeah. Fun. It's fun. Art is fun. Oh my god. That art is fun. Miss Soul Eater. we gotta design a freaking weapon one of these days. I'm back. Good food. How's progress? We're done, Ben. We're done. Look at her. I didn't teach you guys how to draw clothes, but it's okay. I feel like that's another one of those those struggles that people have. Is clothes, so that's gonna be a whole other thing for another day. Start thinking of how to turn you into one. My friend said, good at personifying things. Oh, please! I would love, honestly, I would love how like you guys think my weapon forms look like. I have some sketches that I can show you guys. Where's my weapon sketch? Ow. I have a few sketches of like weapons that I could be, or like the looks of it. I did this at work, so yeah, I should start sketching again. Oh, chat! Oh my god! Wait, do you guys know Harumasa? From Zenless Zone Zero? You like my sketch more than the reference? Oh, I'm glad. Harumasa has this thing where his bow is like, hold on, I gotta freaking draw it. Oh my chat, I'm fired up again. Let me draw a thing here. So that's so his thing is that his bow turns into knives, especially the hip part. His bow turns into a dual blade, and it's attached by the handle. So like this is like basically where the handles are, this is the like the knife part, I guess. Like here. Like I legitimately don't understand how it even holds a string. But I guess the ZZZ Harumasa doesn't really use an actual arrow. It's energy thing, right? Well, I mean, he does use an actual arrow, but I still don't understand how like the strings are attached here. And then he unlatches them and they go like this, chat. So imagine this is his like behind him. There's like these little things. There's like a sheath here that goes like this, basically. And then he like disconnects it from here and like bam here, bam this way. It's so cool, bro. I'm like what do you call it? Trying to redesign my thing to be so like sort of like this. How he like stores it is so insane. Yeah, it's like this is the one sword right here. So he dual wields them like by like grabbing here, I guess, and then grabbing the other part here. And then it's like backward. This is the blade here. And he holds it like this is where his things are. This is his thumb area. He holds it like this. Right? And then the other one's the same exact thing but on the other side. And then he just kind of puts them here. It's so freaking cool. Oh my god. Anyways, Harumasa, everyone. I need him in my life. I haven't played ZZZ in so long, chat. I'm actually probably gonna play after stream. Yeah, it's so sick. It's so sick. He's so nice. I love it. I love it. Anyways, let me go save again before I lose my... Alright, let me move you guys to just chatting real quick. And then if there's any other stuff we gotta chat about, I guess we can do it now, but I don't really have anything else that we can talk about today. I think everything's fine. Everything is according to plan. Also, by the way, I apologize if I haven't been posting a schedule. My schedule has literally been so back and forth because sometimes I'll be available that day and then all of a sudden my mom's like, hey, let's go. And I'm like, where are we going? It's your grandma's birthday. I'm like, what? I didn't freaking know that. So I'm like, all right, let me cancel my thing real quick. She doesn't know I stream, by the way. But I had to tell her, like, I have a meeting with a client. Because she knows I draw art, right? Like, I have a meeting with a client. Like, let me go cancel that. Let me move it to tomorrow. So it's been that for me. Ready for lighter? I am so ready for lighter. I think I have enough materials for lighter to at least level 7 all of his level 7 all of his skills and max him out. I think so. It should be good. Your best. Thank you. But yeah, we don't have a stream tomorrow, Monday, but on Tuesday we have a stream with Hideout. I don't know, you guys don't know Hideout, or at least if you're new here or something. I know a lot of you guys are. Hideout is a good friend of mine. We're gonna be playing GTFO tomorrow, one of my favorite games. So I have pretty much all his mats and 327 pulls. See, I haven't been logging in to do my daily, so I only have 100. So here's to hoping I win my 50-50 again. Otherwise, I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to, swipe. GTFO, yes, GTFO. Oh my gosh. Yeah, GTFO is fun. I'm saving for Miyabi. Yeah. Honestly, I'm saving for Miyabi too, but I'm gonna use the fact that Harumasa is like not. This is a leak, by the way. Harumasa is said to be a free character that they'll give you during his event or something like that. I'm using that fact to work on him, and so that I can work on saving up for Miyabi. Yeah. Played that like a year ago. Yeah, GTFO's fun, right? One of my favorite games, chat. Like, I don't have enough friends to play with a full party, or like play. I don't have enough friends who play it. Is, I guess, how I should say it. Like as passionately as me. And I gotta say it right now, he's gonna be so freaking spoiled, by the way. His ego is gonna be so inflated when I say this, but like, right now, out of all of the people that I've played GTFO with, had probably been like the best. Not because like he's the best at the game. It's just the fact that like he can handle himself. I don't have to like what do you call it? I don't have to feel like I need to save him all the time, I guess. He gonna be flying, right? Yeah, he's like, yeah, I don't gotta tell him what to do because like, and he's like not bad at the game, right? It's just like, which helps for someone who's new. Like, I like literally like introduce him to GTFO, and like every time we play, we've been so good at it. Like every single time like I play with someone else, like usually I solo GTFO, right? I'm not the best at GTFO, but I try to solo GTFO just because I feel like I'm patient, right? Like I can walk through a room and not kill a single person, and like that's fine, right? Like that's my type of game, like stealth games where I have to be patient, I have to like strategize because it's like a limited material kind of thing. Those are my type of game. I love those freaking games, chat. Yeah, and then I played it like with other people. I played it with Zira. I played it with like a friend of mine called named Yumizu and IRL. I played with Ixion. Like I played with a bunch of people. Like I played with a full party, with 2 only, with 3 only, and stuff like that. But yeah, it's so fun. It's so fun. GTFO is so fun. Minecraft smiley face. Minecraft is fun. Minecraft is. It's one of those things though that I only play to build. I only play GTFO to, or not GTFO, Minecraft to build. Because building is fun. I don't know. Help, I accidentally burned water? How do you burn water, Duolingo? How? That's pretty funny though. Is this Duolingo? Is this a Duolingo who adopted me? Minecraft is good till you hear the cave sounds. Ores? Yeah, see, no. This is how you do. This is how you combat it. Yeah, you put on your subtitle, so it's not as scary. Which one? What plan? Alright. The sound scares. When I'm going to get iron. Oh yeah? Oh my gosh. I love mining. Newsflash, there are new impact frames in the new beta update, but it's unknown who they are for. No, back to you. New character boss. New impact frame? Interesting. Alright, but we do gotta go though. It is late, and I'm sure you guys want to go to bed already. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you learned something. When you in Ixion takes hours to build a tree farm. That was actually Cabaroo's and me, by the way. Ixion was building a power a generator kind of bed. What's that? Oh, I gotta call it early. Take care and thanks for the stream. Yeah, exactly. I was supposed to decorate my room. Dude, chat, I'm forced to lock in. Like, legitimately born to do no mechanical stuff. No redstone. No nothing. None of those things you gotta think about. But no. I gotta lock the frick in. I gotta use the brain cells I haven't used in 10 years. So listen. I have the game open if you want to do that still. I don't mind, as long as you don't mind me flying around. Redstone is the best thing in Minecraft. You know what? I used to say that also when I used to do redstone. But like legitimately, I don't do them anymore. I don't want to do them anymore. I'm a change boy. I'm a change boy. Alright, anyways, I won't prolong the sleep any longer. Well, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm probably gonna play Minecraft. With Lumine, so... We're like an hour, and then I have to do some more commissions, so that I can't show you guys. But yeah, should I raid today? Is there anyone you guys want to raid? Honestly, I kinda don't feel like it, but I have to. I have this power in my hand. I must raid. Oh, that's right. Oh my god, I was setting up that thing that oh my god, I completely forgot. More fun in my... I gotta head to bed. Good night, you. Thanks for the stream. Of course. Let me go raid you guys though. Oh my god, chat. Did you know the Mandela catalog stream got the Mandela catalog stream got a copyright. It's not a strike. It was just like, there's something in here you should not have played the songs. Very funny. Yeah, I just gotta go like mute it. So it's all good. Raid Rusty Claudia, for real. If that person is a corpo VTuber, I'm out of here. Oh, unknown stream. Let's be creative. Sam Bael. Oh my god, they were here earlier today. They're being creative. I'm not sure what they're doing. I haven't raided into them before, but I've followed them for a while. They actually raided into me a couple times, I believe. So it's time to return the favor, chat. Sam Bael. We're going in. The alternates are taking over. Oh no! Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like the stream, let me know. I will do more of it in the future. To expect this, they might speak Spanish, so who knows? Who knows? Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Conway. Good night, Duolingo. Good night, Linus. Good night, Brian. Good night, Ben. Good night, Katsu. Hi. Good night, good night, good night. Good night, Lumine. Well, we're gonna talk in a minute, but who else was here today? Make yourself known, everyone. Let me say good night to you. I'm waving to you, but you can't see me. Katsu. Good night. Good night. Good night. Pogu, Pogu, Pogu. I don't know who was here today. Oh my goodness. Zach was here. Good night. Good night, Zach. Chabella, if you're still here. Good night, good night. Or good day, good time zone. Cambo, if you're still here. Good night, good time zone. Who else is here? That guy. Good night, good night, good night. But I can't scroll any further up. Bye-bye. Mwah. I will not open the door.